Hi, welcome back channel, TrainStation2. Alright, so we got second in this fifth competition, but that's not the point. The point is I've achieved one of the remaining targets, which is the common train. Of course, I could save up a bit more to exchange for the rare train, but I decided to go ahead to get that common train out, so at least in the upcoming competition we got one extra train to help us to fight the last barrel. So let's see how things work out. If I do not save enough of those keys, which I doubt that will be the case because of that very small amount of event keys right now for the jobs, has been shrink. It's basically a shrinking effect has applied as you progress further. So with that being said, most probably I'll use the remaining amounts of keys to exchange for the special building and probably some parts. So that's how things work out. This will be the last competition moving forward, but currently what I'm showing you right now is the fifth competition. All right, so in terms of progress, I would say fairly well. The fact that we have two legendaries and an epic, good amount of the rare and common trains as well. But like I said, there are different priorities in life. Some people prefer to spend it all out in order to win. So it's almost impossible to strike first in this game itself, in this competition, because I think we end up like 1000 EP gap. So it's truly amazing. But that being said, I have no worries about that. We already achieved the main targets that we want to achieve, two legendaries and one epic. So regardless the amount of event coins you're going to get, we basically been getting some parts, and that's perfectly fine. What's more important for me right now is really to use remaining resources or whatever I could to get a maximum amount of event keys, and hopefully we could change more parts of it. So in terms of the playing routine, I mean, by now this is the fifth competition. You should know basically the need to start late, as usual. I would say 10 to 12 hours late, having EP head start from the second competition onwards, i.e. Do up those jobs and don't collect them until the start of the competition. And of course, when you have those dispatch being done, you know that importance of the fact that you need to have a lot of event materials. So the only way out is definitely send out those dispatches to achieve the maximization of operational in terms of production, right? So in your productions operations, you really have to run it around the clock. Without the raw materials, things won't work out. So although I know it is quite a tough choice, sometimes you say that, it's a waste of 15 minutes and I don't have the time basically, and I'm running out of time fighting a very tough competitor. But think about it, I mean, 15 minutes, you could basically get more of that required raw materials, and then you can actually run the production after that, and that will really save you time. I mean, if you only have that item, and basically if you need that item at the last moment and you need maybe an hour to manufacture it, I think that's disastrous. So I'll rather you waste 15 minutes of time, and then you can have a smoother. In other words, you think it the other way around, you are saving 45 minutes. All right, so that's something to toy about. And of course, in terms of warehouse spaces, you really have to maneuver in terms of how you could save those space. Appropriate use of your space to store all the event items, non-event items to be stored in the factory input and output tray. So that's how things work out. All right, so now very quickly share with you the ranking charts. You can see very huge gap here being created out of nowhere. This is how amazing it is sometimes. I don't know how much gems the person has spent. I really wonder, but does it really worth it? I'm not too sure. But for me, definitely not. I'm gonna spend even a single gem. Probably because I didn't spend any gem. I didn't spend any union dollars. That's why progress is couldn't be as fast as the competitor. So thinking aloud, what's the purpose of it? It is to get a win and then event coins, but I don't need that. So I need keys and not coins. So this is something to think about. First three competition, yes, event coins are more important. But once you get that 1000 event coin legendary, nothing is more important than keys. So they're going to reprioritize and then save up so that moving forward, when you face with such tough competitor, you really have to pick your battle. Be whether to fight or basically to save up for the next competition. And eventually, you have a wrong competition to fight with. Objective is get 1000 event coins. So if you are having those battles that that not possible to fight, then probably fight another day and save up those precious gems or union dollars. Sometimes it's very unfortunate. You have gem spender in the competition, and if so, just let it go because we are free to play after all. So there's something to think about. And of course, like I said, getting extra event coins after getting the 1000 event coin legendary is basically just parts, and sometimes, like I said, it's not precious parts but just common parts. So I'm saving up the keys so we can exchange for the special building. For now, I'm aiming to get another common train out first, and then with that, special building will be next, and the rest could be probably spent on golden parts here. So eventually you can upgrade more of the golden train. All right, so this is a new T8 new train. Capacity wise, definitely for now will be stronger, but once eventually when we end the whole event, or the event legendary or event commons wouldn't have such high capacity. I think -10, I believe. So all right, and this is another one. You gotta really think about what is the purpose of this. Don't really spend too much on this. All right, thank you so much for watching. Do like and subscribe, and have a good rest. Goodbye.